Okay, this is my new needle felted squirrel head, and this is the last step after I have glued the squirrel onto this nice wooden plaque that I stained, and then I put 2 coats of a satin varnish and sanded in between. So then I just drill a hole in the back, and then of course I always write, you know, squirrel or whatever the title is, needle felt sculpture, and then my name and the year. You know, people like Providence, so I try to, you know, do that. Gives a little value. But what I'm going to do is, now that after the glue's dried, I'm going to just knit in a little bit of the fur around here so it doesn't look like this, where it has a lip. So that's what I'm going to do. But, and these whiskers here are, what are they, quills, and I have to bend them. You know, I kind of run my fingernail down them so they curve, so they don't stick straight out. So here I'm just going to put in some, I've got my white that I'm going to put down here. Along the bottom here. Just run it in this way. That's my left hand, so I'll turn it this way. Use my right hand. And just get that in there a little bit. Real simple. It's kind of like running along the wood. And what I did was I knitted to this felt piece, and I started my squirrel on the felt piece so that it's all poked in and you could see the wool coming from the back. And then I put the glue here after I trim it and stick it to the plaque. So don't knit but this will be a better look. It's the final touch on this. You kind of give them a little V chest here, just to make it, you know, look more finished. So this I'm gonna take to the Kentuck. I don't know how people feel about it. I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. No squirrels were hurt in the making of this wool needle felted squirrel head. And I don't know. You bird lovers out there, you know how the squirrels get on your bird feeder. Well, maybe we should get these and hang them by the bird feeder, and then the squirrels say, uh-oh, better not go there. There's my cousin. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing here. And then just get that in there. Now, whatever, you know, and leave a little fuzz, so you don't want too much. Just put that down in there. But I don't want a big lip under here, so I'm trying to make it look like it's, you know, right on the plaque and not sitting up. So this helps that. Let's get him out of there. If you find your whiskers are too long, you can always trim them. I try to do some white and some black. You know, too many whiskers and then it gets too crowded, so really I'm doing 3 on each side. It gives you a nice whiskery look. All right, and now here I got this is a Carter, I guess, you know, and you put it on, and I'll show you that, but I already have some of the squirrel color in here. And what I did is I did some gray, I did some of my sienna, and I lay in there, and then I used some of this aspen gray, which is a little light, along with this gray, and mixed it all together, and that's how you get kind of like a ticking. in the squirrel, so he's not all just one color. Gives him a little more depth. This guy needs a haircut. The ears are kind of difficult. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna put some of this color. I'm gonna use more of the gray here. Some of this color up around and do the same thing like I did in the front so it doesn't have a lip. Just pull that on around. Now I really don't want to cover that because I like this the way that goes, the color underneath the gray, so I think that looks pretty good. Now, you know, I see a couple bald spots here, which, yeah, I'm not too happy about that, so maybe I'll cut some more off. I'm gonna take that off of there. And stick that down in there and go on around. You see? Just turn them. Now, I don't think I need that much up there, but I do think I'm gonna cover some of these bald spots up here. So I'll just lay this here for now to remind me. So I was thinking about other animals I could do on a plaque. You know, some people said a deer, but you know, antlers, are there miniature antlers? And then do I have to make miniature antlers? Do I want dollhouse antlers? I don't know if I want to do a deer. I was thinking maybe, I don't know. I mean, I can kind of understand a squirrel. I don't know if you have any ideas. Put them down in the comments below. Actually, I've done a lot of requests for people. I did a red-breasted nuthatch, which came out really good, and I put eggs in the frame. I really like that one. I got to do a northern flicker for when I go to Alabama for the show. See now, just get that up under there. I don't want to really see a lip at all, and comb this out a little bit. All right, so now I'm just going to cover up this bald spot. You can't have a bald squirrel. I do like to see, you know, some of it in there because it looks like, you know, it gives you depth and it makes your animal look more real-like. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to see a ridge around here. I don't want this to look too poked in, so untease that a little bit. Try to knit it in close to the wood, just, you know, almost going on to the back side of this felt that's under here. You don't want to see any felt. I see a little bit right here. So I'll just tuck that under. There's a little dark hair I got to get rid of. Come out. Oh, well, I'll have to cut that off. All right. Let's get this down in here. And that's your squirrel. See his little mouth? Ears. Uh-huh. Now this plaque I just got at Michael's. You have to look on the lower shelves there. And, you know, a lot of them were kind of rough, so I had to sand it, then stain it, then put a satin varnish on it, then sand it, and then put a satin varnish on top. And it just makes it feel better, you know, and look better. But see, you can see it's kind of rough here. But that's all right. That's the best. Unless I make my own plaques. I'm really not a wood turner. I don't like power tools, so to speak, except for maybe a palm sander. I need all my fingers. Okay, so that's the squirrel. A little squirrel. Okay, well, thanks for joining us today, and see you on the next one.